Hello, everyone, and welcome to DC Daily from home. I'm Clarke Wolfe, and I'm here with my favorite Samms, Samm Humphries and Samm Levine. How are you guys doing?
Gosh, we're your favorites? Oh.
The very favorites?
For sure. I'm very lucky to be the bologna in the sandwich today.
Look, you're like a pastrami. You're more than just bologna. Come on, Clarke.
Oh.
You gotta love yourself.
All right, what's the most exciting thing that you all have done today? For me, I walked Rufus, and I got dressed up, which thanks a lot, Humphries, for rolling out of bed in your jammies over there.
The most exciting thing I did today was play a full game of hockey. This is a hockey jersey. Psych, I didn't play. This is a legit hockey jersey with the Flash. This is a jersey that I got at New York Comic Con.
Oh, is that from the Kevin Smith collection?
I do not believe that is the case. I don't remember what collection it's from, but if everybody wants to get hockeyed up and DCU'd up, this is the way to do it.
Just in time for summer. All right, so speaking of just in time for summer, our beloved Harley Quinn has returned.
Huzzah!
Huzzah indeed. All right, so let's talk about the season 2 premiere. You guys, Gotham is a mess, not looking good. What are your takes on some of the best bits from Gotham City this episode?
I love that they have taken the Gotham City from the classic No Man's Land comic book storyline, but made it crazy and wacky and funny, but also super heartfelt at the same time. You can tell that there is so much potential in the storyline of having Gotham this way because they did so much already in this one episode. And I just have to point out that Poison Ivy at the beginning was like, Harley, you just need to step in and take control of Gotham. This is the right thing to do. And Harley's like, no. I want to mess things up. I want to go crazy. I got to point out that although Ivy was technically right, that Harley Quinn is never wrong about what she wants to do.
I like where you're coming from. I mean, she's not wrong about what she wants to do, but she might be wrong about how it's going to affect everything else. But I loved it. I mean, this was the anarchy that Harley has wanted all along. So I was happy to see that our gal Harley finally got what she wanted. But I don't think she got it the long-term way that she'd hoped for, with all of the goons still being loyal, and she had to break them up. And I'm sorry, that one goon who insisted on being called a hench.
I love that.
As a goon. That was great.
There's a hierarchy.
First of all, I was shocked at how quickly America just gave up on Gotham. They were like, no, okay, you're done. Bye.
I mean, you saw The Dark Knight Rises. America gives up very quickly on Gotham, Clarke.
True. That's fair. So, but speaking of our Legion of Doom, or our Injustice League, as they've been rebranded here, what's going on with those guys? Like, that meeting, the meeting of the minds was definitely a sight to behold.
Yes, that was a sight to behold, especially what with them picking on Bane, putting him in the folding chair. That's magnificent, and I would expect nothing less from the Injustice League.
They got me feeling sorry for Bane, the guy who broke Batman's back, has my sympathy. I mean, either the world is totally turned upside down right now, or the creators of the show are just really good at their jobs.
I love how they took, so some of our favorite stuff from season 1 was the stuff internally at the Legion of Doom, the wonderful tour and the free kombucha and like all of the office politics. And I love how they found a way to take that from season 1, even with Gotham in complete disarray, into season 2. So good.
Yeah, and also it didn't surprise me that an Injustice League even formed, because these guys, they're no goons, they're no henchmen, these are big baddies who know even in anarchy there still needs to be some sort of organization, especially with organized crime.
Harley's crew, who we have learned to love, or at least root for, even if we don't love them all individually, they actually pulled off a mission. They actually pulled off the heist and got Harley back. Yes, it took 2 months, but they did the job. They got it done.
They did. And also, the Injustice League without Harley and her crew also were up to no good. We cannot forget Freeze froze Harley, and Harley bit Penguin's nose off of his face, which was gory and disgusting, and a kind of a fun Batman Returns nod, if you ask me.
Oh, okay. I like where your head's at. I don't remember in Batman Returns where Penguin got stabbed through the neck with
Sure, that
bats.
part was new.
That part was new. Okay, just checking. I wanted to make sure I didn't misremember the movie.
I don't know if you guys remember, but I got to see this episode early when I went to C2E2 and got to see it with all the fans. And boy, no, seriously, it was so much fun to watch this episode in a room of hundreds of fans who were so psyched. They didn't know they were going to get to see it. And those were the parts that got the biggest reaction. When she Penguin's nose, it then stabbed him through the throat and then ripped it out afterwards. The audience could not contain their revulsion and excitement and their laughter. It was such a great room to see it in.
I also thought of you, Samm Levine, because did you notice that there was a small scale Seinfeld reunion that happened in this episode?
Did.
Yeah,
I certainly did. Yeah.
Wayne Knight, who voices the Penguin, was on stage with Jason Alexander, who of course voices Cyborgman. So I knew you would appreciate that, Bat Sam.
Oh, very much.
All right. Well, speaking of Bat Sams, Bat Sam, where is our beloved Batman?
Oh, Batman. I gotta tell you, when Robin, dressed as Batman, showed up, and we got the Dark Knight score for a split second, really just to sell that, and then he jumps down with that oversized suit on. It kind of reminded me of the time I dressed up as Batman. I'm not gonna lie to you. It really brought back some stinging memories. But seeing Jim Gordon, oh my God, this episode had everything I wanted out of Jim Gordon.
I've been saying for weeks now that Jim Gordon, my heart goes out to him, but there's another side to this story. It is not just what he is saying. So I am psyched to see we got to see even just like a little bit of Barbara, and I hope that we get to see what it is like on her end to be married to a man like that. As much as my heart bleeds for him, I am sure there is another side of this story. Also, Bat Sam, I thought it was funny that Damian dressed up as Batman and got the Dark Knight score, but you dressed up as Batman and got the Dark Knight wallpaper.
This is accurate. It was a consolation prize. I couldn't afford the score.
All right, and before I let you guys go, let's talk about our villains, because we touched on them a little bit earlier, but we actually got to see what happens when these villains get to run amok inside of a very broken Gotham City. Which neighborhood would you reside in if you could choose? I'm going to go with the Riddler because I like a Kelly Green. And I think brain teasers are really important, especially when you're in a weird living space. So I'm going to go with the Riddler. Humphries, how about you? Where would you begin?
I mean, it's so tempting to live in a neighborhood run by a crazy bad guy. I think I would have to pick Two-Face, because you're going to get two cities in one, right? Two neighborhoods in one.
You also like a nice ensemble. So I feel like he's the most snazzy.
Check me out. I want a costume change in the middle of the day as enforced by law.
I like that. I, of course, would live in Otisburg.
Otisburg!
But I don't think that's an option available in the new Gotham, so I would probably go with Bane's neighborhood. Only because I feel like they mock Bane so much, he's going to be angrier at the Injustice League than he is at anyone in his neighborhood, so we'd probably be able to fly under the radar while he worries about getting a real chair.
Yeah, yes. Priority number one, everybody gets a good chair in Bane's neighborhood.
In Bane's neighborhood, they have a lot of good chiropractors for any back problems you might have from hanging out with Bane.
All right. We should also talk a little bit about Mr. Freeze. This is our first episode seeing him, voiced, of course, by the wonderful Alfred Molina. I gotta say, I was kind of shocked and surprised that they went with the Mr. Freeze that we kind of know and love from Batman the Animated Series. I thought that was a pretty cool choice. Oh, look what I did.
Oh, here it comes.
Oh, Clarke, your icy wit gets him again. Yeah, I thought it was amazing. I loved the throwback to Batman the Animated Series with the character design. And Alfred Molina, come on. Whoever is putting together the voice cast on this show deserves all the Emmys, all of them. This cast is amazing, and adding Alfred Molina to this cast is like, it's like putting sugar on top of your Frosted Flakes. It's already delicious, but here you go, here's some more deliciousness.
Mr. Freeze, we've talked about this before. Mr. Freeze, he was kind of a nobody villain for years and years and years until he was in that classic Batman the Animated Series episode, which we rewatched, and loved. So I love that they're continuing that tradition, but they're also putting that spin on it. Like Alfred Molina, hilarious. You don't get to see that side of Alfred Molina very much. But I also love his spiky coif, the spiky hair. I don't know where they got that idea from. Also, completely unrelated, I am a trendsetter, especially because I have been on ice all day.
Why don't you put those jokes in the freezer, Sam?
Oh, no. Oh, this must
Because
end.
I've been trying to keep them next to my frozen broccoli, but I brought them out just for y'all.
Freezers are pretty full right now, to be fair. All right, Sam's, my beloved sandwich. It was so good to see you guys. I miss you guys so much.
It was so great to see you. I'm so happy to be back with you guys and talking with the fans.
Absolutely,
Yes.
absolutely.
Miss you too, Clarke. And Humphries,
Aw.
always good to see you. I'm glad you've got reading material to hold you over.
And for you at home, it was great to see you too. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll be back with more DC Daily as soon. Bye.
Bye-bye.